Good morning. Good morning. Walked away and I heard it connect. Found it. All right. So in the last video, it only took me 4 hours to make this journal, but I'm going to make some other stuff. Some ephemera. I'm going to decorate it and dress it up, and we're going to see what we can do. So I'm over here grabbing my little basket of stamps here because I'm going to need some stuff. I'm going to need to put some stuff in this. Hi. So let's see what we got. Got this. I'm going to get a couple things out here that I want to use. Like this. There's that. Can't find. I have like a little square frame stamp. I'm gonna find it though. It's a wooden stamp, and I have this basket of wooden stamps that I need to dig through. Here's one right there. There's one of them. And then I've got another one around here somewhere in here. Let me see. For heaven's sakes. I got some letters. Let's get the letters out just in case. Oh, there's a little firefly. We might use that. Let's see. What is that stamp? Why can I not find it? There it is. There's the other one. Well, hi, Kim. Good morning. Oops. I'm making a mess again. But, you know, that's my Instagram name. Dana's making a mess again. I like these because you can make your own ephemera with them. You can make, you can put sentiments or just whatever. I don't know. I'm weird like that, but I like what they call, sorry if you hear that noise. That's the trash man's here. Oh, this bird. Or the bird in the bag. I didn't get the bird in the bag out. And I'll tell you why, because there's such thick lines. Actually, I could get the bird in the bag out because I can use a lighter color. Let's see. This one. That one's pretty cool. It's very, very dark, so I do use it. I just use a lighter color. I'm working on this journal I made last night. I decided I had bought these placemats at the dollar store, and I did a haul on them a while back. I made a video, and so I had bought these placemats, and they were on sale. They were closing these out at the Family Dollar. It's either, I think Family Dollar summer stuff, and they were selling them for 50 cents. So I bought a couple of these, and I bought, I think they had 3 of these. I actually bought a set of these for my patio because my patio is all done in green and blue. Those are my favorite colors, green and blue. I can't decide. I love them both. And then I bought this. Well, so I've seen people make things out of placemats, and I thought the whole time when I bought them, I said on the video, I was going to try to use them for a craft. Well, so it cut okay, my paper cutter. The first one, the first cover I actually made, I had a problem because when I went to press it all the way down, it actually cracked open. And you can see where it broke apart here. So on the next one, what I did was I scored it, and I scored it just to the right and the left on the very line next to my center score line. And instead of actually pressing it down, I just folded it over as far as I could. But when I actually went to stitch my signatures in, these holes split, this little piece split together, but as long as it doesn't split this way, like long ways, I'll be okay. But it did split across in a couple places. And then I put this stupid charm on the bottom like a dummy and didn't realize it until I went to do a flip through. And I realized. And then just to close it, I grabbed a hair tie. This is just a ponytail holder from the Dollar Tree. And so I actually made all my papers 8.5 and 11 to make it simpler for me. I picked out 3 papers to be 3 cardstock papers to be signature covers. And then I picked out 3 other papers that were just scrapbook paper, thin paper. And I ran those through my printer and put lines on them. And at the beginning of my last video, I described how you do that so that you can make 2 columns. And you have to print landscape, not portrait. So, but I'll flip through it and show you what I've got so far. Because I did do a little bit of decorating. Before I sewed anything together, I like to stamp my pages. So this is the first signature. Here, let me move some of this junk out of the way. This is my pink blotter mess. Here, I'll put that away. Okay. So, this is my, let me throw that in the trash. This is my first signature, and this is the coffee stain paper that I stained a couple weeks ago. And this stamp, I just made a border with this little half circle stamp. I think people underuse their stamps. I think a stamp that's this thick and big, when I sampled it, I did not like it. And I'll tell you why, because it's a little overbearing in black. As you can see, it's not pretty. I don't think it's that pretty in black. But I think when you take a lighter color, it looks real nice. So, then this was one of the thin papers. I ran it through my printer. And I put this little trim stamp. I really like this one. This is, and I put that at the top and the bottom because I don't like all that. Just, it's hard to me just to have just the straight lines. I like organic, curvy motion on every page that I can have it. This is a softer color, so I don't mind that it's just straight lines. Is that weird? I know that sounds weird. Then this I cut down early on in the video out of a songbook I bought at a secondhand store. And then I just made a double pocket here. And then this is a piece of graph paper that I stamped. I've got some Inkadinkadoo stamps. And again, they're a little overbearing in black, but when you use a lighter color, they look nice, I think. This, don't look at this. I put this in upside down. I made a guest check double envelope pocket. So on one side of this, I took some of the leftover paper, backed it with a index card, just stuck a stamp on it and inked up some tickets and glued those on. And the other one is a bigger index card, and I went ahead and stapled a piece of lace to a little bit of the trim paper that I cut from the leftover part of the signature. Where'd it go? This, I cut out the little thing, but it looks like a thong. it started to look like a butt when I first did it. And I was like, that looks like somebody's butt. So I don't know. I thought it'd look real pretty, but it kind of looks like a thong still. Anyway, so I just smeared some ink around because I got a yucky glue mark on it. And then I just did some Franken paper on the back. And that's the other half of the graph paper, the other half of the music paper that I had to trim down, the other half of the kindergarten paper. You know, you get that at the Dollar Tree. And then that's the other side of that paper I ran through my printer. And then there's the other half of the coffee stain paper. And I took these little swirl dies to make the border on it. Again, like I said, I think that I think we underestimate our stamps and what they can do. And because it's delicate, I could use black. And then here's the back of the other signature, the cover, which again I used that Inka-Dinka-Doo stamp to make a border. So that's the first one. And this is the second one. Same thing. I made the border in red with a different Inka-Dinka-Doo stamp instead of orange. That's my coffee stain paper. There's some graph paper. Here's some. This is naturally aged. See how brown it is? I didn't do that. That's old. That's old paper. I found a whole bunch of that at the Goodwill too. And then I found this book. I actually cut this out of a book that has some entries in it where somebody was keeping track of their auto maintenance records. Then some more of that paper that I ran through the printer. Again, I made a pocket. This is a page I tore out of a seed catalog. And then I just made some pockets. I put another piece of that kindergarten paper in because I really like it. It's so soft. And this is the back of some graph paper, which really desperately needs something because it's just so plain. And then I made another envelope pocket. Now in the center of each signature, I took 2 envelopes and made like a little, you know how they make envelope journals? Well, I just put like glue in this little triangle and I actually glued the 2 together. Now, in theory, this is a great idea if you're just gonna make this like a little fold out, but because it's in the center of the book, it's a little bit harder to get these tickets out. I wish now that I had actually just glued this down like so and maybe cut this flap off. Well, hey girl, you're back. I thought you went to bed. I thought you might be sleeping. And then here's a guest check that I inked up, and I just backed it with some more of that paper. Another one of those Inka-Dinka-Doo stamps. I inked this up in red. This is another one of the big index cards that I put a border on. I punched a little, I put this on with a staple to make it strong, this little piece of lace. And I didn't like the staple, so I covered it up with the butterfly. And then the part that I punched the butterfly out, I put on back. And then I just stamped some lines on here just so that I like to have lines when I write. Otherwise, I write up or down. I never can write in a straight line. And then this is the other half of all that, the seed catalog page, the printed paper, and then the graph paper, coffee stain paper. And this is just cardstock. This is just yellow cardstock that I had in my stash. This was the last piece of cardstock, or thick paper. And then some more coffee dyed paper, another page I put through the printer, so I put 3. Then I put some swirls on it. Again, I don't like all the harsh lines. I like something organic. So I used this very delicate swirly stamp. And that's off one of my new sets that I hauled from Tuesday morning. And then this was this stamp, which I was actually very careful to try and line up to make this border. And I thought it would look harsh in black, so I did it in red because I wanted it dark but not too dark. And then here's the last little envelope thing I made in the center. Again, I used these that I had made the other border with. I use these. They look like eyeballs, don't they? Kind of look like two eyes looking at you. I keep thinking that. And then again, I just stuck some cards in here, and I used guest checks and some tickets that I aged and just backed them with some of that scrapbook paper and more of the leftover papers that I stamped on. Again, the printed paper, the back of the coffee stain paper, and then this. In the very back, I made a waterfall, but it's not a pictures waterfall. It is, I made it out of index cards, and I just marked an inch apart. I lined them up on each inch, and at the bottom, where the second to the last line was, I put a piece of washi tape and wrapped it around the edge, and then I just cut it off clean on the sides so that there's a whole lot of places back here to write or to put notes in or whatever in the back. So I know we see a lot of waterfalls done with pictures, but I did it with index cards because I'm a weirdo. And then I bound it, string binding with wax thread. And I added this little eyelet, which ended up on the bottom with 2 buttons and this great big glass bead. And then I added this is actually a garment tag that you can buy on Ally. You get like 100 for $2. Seriously, they're super cheap. And then I added a ball pin and a tassel, one of those faux suede tassels from Hobby Lobby. So let me show you these garment tags though. Oh, and it keeps flipping open because you can't really crease this, or this, my last one cracked. So I think eventually it'll soften up and stay flat. But because it keeps wanting to flip open, I went through my hair ties and I found this yellow hair tie. So these are just dollar store hair ties that I buy in all different colors for this very reason. Normally I put them on traveler's notebooks, but it fit okay on this journal. It didn't seem to want to break. So let me show you these. These are super handy to have around. I know you think, why would I buy that? But it has this little T on the end, and this string is not coming off. It is pinched in there. And you can actually fit this little T through this little eyelet. And I have originally put it down here. But this pin is so cheap and so flexible that you can literally take it and unwind it. Watch this. You can literally take it and bend that string out. But I tell everybody, close it back up before you throw it in the trash so you don't poke yourself in the trash. Anyway, these are really super strong, and you get 100 of these for like $2. You can buy them in all different colors, and these were actually made for people to who sell clothes, right? To put these through buttonholes or whatever. But if you just take it and put it, it fits through the tiny eyelets, and it makes a really nice little hanger. Anyway, they're under garment tag hangers. I've never seen anybody do a YouTube video on these. This is exclusively my idea, and I'm claiming it. So when you see somebody else do it, you saw it here first. Don't you want to be like to have the original thought? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to post tomorrow. I'm going to pull up a video where somebody used these 2 years ago, and I'm going to be mad, right? I'm going to be like, dang it. But don't you always want to think like you have an original idea? I really do think that's probably my first, because I have seen all of the, and then I put 2 buttons on here. So I thought that was fun. I have a huge collection of buttons. I love buttons. I'm obsessed with buttons, right? My own idea, right? You all, like, so many times I've thought, oh, that's a great idea. I thought of this idea. And then I go on YouTube and I see where somebody did it. And I'm like, oh, they took my idea. And then I look, and it's like 3 years ago, or 3 years before I did it. And I'm like, oh, that wasn't my idea. I must have seen that somewhere. So, but I have not seen these garment tags used yet. So I'm going to call this the Dana charm. It's the Dana charm. Okay, so now we're going to decorate this. I got me some tea and I went to the ladies' room, and I'm actually going to take this back off because it's bugging me right now. And I'm going to shove it back through this hole and just take it off. So see how easy it comes off? I just shoved it right back through that hole so that it's kind of out of the way. Okay, so on the front, I'm not really sure I want to do anything on the front because this is kind of transparent. And I don't want to take away from this, the cover, because I really loved this placemat. Now I would not use it as a placemat, but yeah, you want me to send you some? I only have 100 of them. I'm never going to use them all. Yeah, tell them, say, go over Constructing Artistics. I got it off the video. It's at the very end of it. It was only 4 hours long. Watch the whole thing. Only. It was only 4 hours long. All right, so this has some stamps on it, so I kind of feel like I don't really have to do anything here so much. Maybe like a little piece of something. I don't know. Maybe like a little punch. I'm going to get a couple punches out here. Let me see. Let me get some. Let me move this. Look at all this. I have all these scraps laying over here in my way, and I can't get to my stuff. So let me move all these scraps. I have a whole pile of scrap paper over here that I was digging through. And my jelly prints. I was thinking that I would use one of my jelly prints on there, but then, what is that? Something's in the way. Okay. So I have some little tiny punches. I'm going to get out those. And let's see. I've got a butterfly. I'm going to get the butterfly out too. Squares, circle. I'm going to get out a scalloped circle and a scalloped oval because I like those a lot. And then I'm going to get out a circle that fits inside the scalloped circle. Okay, so I have 2 scalloped circles. This is the size. Because I'm apparently do this. Okay, I got it. Oh. These are all in a bunch. You know, these punches are so heavy, I can't lift this box. I mean, I can. I don't want to, I guess, is what I meant to say. But so I just crouch down in the fetal position and dig out what I need. All right, so let's see. I got this little bow. I have a heart. Oh my God, there's like a big beetle in there. Can you see the big June bug? What? Oh, gross. Oh my God. And he's like long been dead. I got baby feet. See the little feet? I did a baby book. So I bought these little, aren't they cute? Little baby feet. Little hang 10. I have a little speech bowl too. Not that you could actually like fit any speech in there, but maybe a question mark. And I have this tiny bow, which I think is adorable. I'm going to keep that out too. Okay, let's dump the bug. Hold on. Get the trash bag out. Get out of my Ziplocs. Oh, looks like there's still a leg in there. His legs have just, he's apparently been in there a while because he's pretty beat up. Okay, let me put all this stuff back. So I'm not going to use everything, but I am going to use a few little punches and a few big punches, and we'll do some stamping. And we'll make some super fantastic stuff. So first of all, I've got some orange over here and some red over here, so I'd like to trade those. So what we should do is we should make a butterfly first. But I kind of want to make it in this craft paper. Do I have enough on this corner? No, I'm going to have to get a bigger piece of craft paper. Let's see here. Let's add some yellow to this and some, what's the other butterfly? I have another butterfly punch around here somewhere. What do I do with it? Here it is. All right, so I have this, and I'm going to take some of this orangey red color. It's kind of in between the two. I'm going to punch a couple of them out. All right, so I want to keep the front fairly simple when we go in here, but I am going to edge this. Get my little inker. That's the thing, like I never know, should I do it in red? Should I do it in orange? Since it's like going to be over here, I think that, and the butterflies are more red, I think I'm going to edge it in the orange. Just because. It's because I'm weird like that. This is really thin paper, so it's harder to ink it, I think. Okay, there. I'm not going to ink the little ones. That would be way too much. Too much for my old eyes to see. So I think my glue is probably clogged up. I lost the pen to my glue. Danny, you're making me want to go dig out paper. Sue's in the middle of organizing and cleaning. So, besides, I think you overdid it already, Sue. Don't you think you should rest? Before you really do end up having to go to the doctor and be in some trouble. Yep, my glue is definitely clogged. Okay, so I'm going to put one butterfly down here in the corner. I know it seems like it's heavy with everything down at the bottom and nothing at the top, but I'm going to put one at the top. I'm going to put this one at the top. And then just here at an angle. And then I'm going to put this one down here with the other one. Now this is going to make me crazy, so I'm going to clean this out. I'm going to throw that in my water real quick. Now I'm going to end up getting glue everywhere. So I'm going to put one down here, kind of overlapping here. All right, so I'm not probably going to do a whole lot more on the front page. I like things to be fairly simple, not too busy, and I think that's enough right there. Susan, time out. Sue, do it, she said. Kim, do it. Kim, Sue is in a world of hurt right now because she's been organizing and overdid it. got herself on the floor so long she couldn't get up, and her husband couldn't hear her, so she said it took her 20 minutes to get up. That's when you have to crawl to the footrest, get up from there. All right, so if we had like a really bold stamp to put on here, I like the fact that this pattern's like this. I think if we added an accent side to side, that would look good. But I kind of need to find the perfect stamp. So I think this might be it. It's going to be a close one, but let's try it. I like pattern on pattern, so we'll see what we can do. I know I'm kind of doing this backwards, but to get it just right in the middle, yeah, I think that's kind of cool. And I don't normally edge things in black, but I am going to edge that in black. Get my little stuff. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't normally. I haven't edged anything in black on this particular occasion because, I don't know. I've just been trying to keep it colorful. I mean, a neutral, like a, not neutral, like monochromatic, not monochromatic either, you know, like color coordinated. What? Sue, you didn't tell me that part. How did you not tell me? Or did you tell me and I was not looking up? Oh my gosh, Sue. I didn't know that. Have you went to the doctor and got checked? Are you sure you're okay? It doesn't sound like you're too okay, but do you think you need to go to the doctor maybe and let him make sure you're okay? Sue, you're funny. Denise, did you stick the landing? She did a triple Lundy off the chair. Denise, you're going to make Sue pee her pants. I'm trying not to squeeze the glue. Okay, I'm actually just going to put this at the bottom. There's not a whole lot you could do on this page as far as journaling, but I do think you could put photos. So I'm just going to kind of leave this at this. I may put something here later, but because the stamps are kind of bleeding through, I kind of like that with the coffee stains. So I don't know. Is that weird? I know, Sue. Get rid of that chair. Make that chair leave and never come back. I might get itself in a dumpster dive. Right on. Bye-bye, chair. All right. So let's stick some stuff to this pocket we made. What do we want to see here? Let me think. We could make like a little letter, a little postcard. We could put a pocket on a pocket. We could put this on there, this little envelope. Or a journaling card. journaling card. Let's see. Let me see what I got. I don't like store-bought journaling cards. So, I mean, I do. I like them, but not that much. No offense if you like store-bought. So, let's see. I don't have any writing paper. Oh my gosh, I need to go get some colored paper. This is getting redunculous. I really need to go get some paper. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. We're going to quarter this. So this is 11 inches long. So we're going to go ahead and make this. What are we going to make this? We're going to make this 5.5 inches long. So there's that. And then we're going to make that. Let's see, we can actually make 3 tags out of this if we played our cards right? So we could make them, well, not quite 3 inches. So if we made 2 3/4, they'd be how big? Let's see, that's be about, what is that? 2 3/4. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's kind of skinny though, isn't it? Let's make this one 3. Ooh, that one's really skinny. So it's not the same as that. Okay, so I'd rather have 2 fat tags than 1 skinny one. So let's go ahead and do a 3.5 and a 3.5. We'll just use the scrap for whatever. Whatever. Okay. So let's glue this little envelope closed. Just because I already made it. May as well. Come on. Oh my gosh, this glue dries so fast. I need to find the tip in that water over there. All right. Let's set that little envelope aside. Let me get my glue tip to my designer art glitter glue. I love this stuff. Look, I'm almost out. I'm starting to panic because it's like below half. It's like a fourth. I love that stuff. It's my fave. When I hit the lottery, I'm going to have like 3 spare bottles just sitting on my desk, just in case. And I'm going to tell my assistant, don't ever let me run lower than 3 bottles. You know, some people want a Tesla when they hit the lottery. I want 3 bottles of art glitter. That's pretty pitiful, isn't it? Okay. Let me get a pen, a junky pen that will rust if you leave it in your glue, because these are junky pens. They say they're nickel coated, which means nothing. Like, that means they're shiny today. Oh, for heaven's sakes, Dan, where's your glasses? Look at my new Dollar Tree glasses. No spinning is almost over. No, it's not, girl. It's the 20th. I got 10 days. 10 days of pure torture. You kidding me? Almost over. It's 2/3. You're right. It's 2/3 over. But I'm telling you, this is no fun. But you know what? I cannot believe that I have extra money at this point in my my budget, what we allow ourselves to spend, yeah, I am under budget. Normally I'm like getting close by this point in my pay period because I'm halfway between paydays today. And so like normally today is the day I have to balance my checkbook, see what bills are due, see what I've got, working in my as far as my grocery list and what, kind of plan in my mind. Okay, I'm going to spend this here and I got to buy that and I got to pay this. So this is where I'm at. And so I really am looking good as far as where I'm at on my budget. So does it count if you order it for me? I don't know. I don't, you know what? I told that I wasn't going to count glue, so I could technically buy a new bottle. Um, I told him I wasn't going to count glue, or there was a couple other things like paper, certain paper. I have, Kim. I'm ashamed to say it because normally I thought I was doing real good to budget myself to just $30. And I used to say I'm not going to spend any more than $30 at the hobby store. But then when I noticed I had more money than normal, I got to looking. And sometimes what I've done is I've spent 30 at Michael's and 30 at Joann's and 30 at Hobby Lobby. And if you spend 30 at Tuesday morning too, throw $10 in from the Dollar Tree, I bought myself a whole lot more stuff. But here's the nice part. I've been organizing and using what I have. And I've been reorganizing and I got my files straightened out. And by not going shopping, I've spent more actual time crafting and at home. I'm saving gas. I'm not getting out in the heat. And you know what? I say that in the end, it's a good exercise to remind myself of what I have because, sometimes we forget what we've got tucked away in the back cobweb corners of our craft closet. So it has been good for me to do this. Yeah. And it's kind of been a necessity that I kind of stop and reset. Plus, the one thing that's super nice is I hate to put all that junk away when I get home. I call it junk. It's not junk. I know it's not junk. But I hate to put all that stuff away when I get home. I despise it. And so because I'm a little OCD and I have to have everything where it belongs, when it belongs there, and I get all freaked out when everything's messy. So it's been pretty good that I don't feel like I have to come home on Friday. I'm exhausted. Friday's our cheat day on our diet. So we end up eating out. And then I turn around and come home tired and I don't put my stuff away. I bring it in, I sit it down the next day when I could, possibly enjoy some crafting. I have to work to put everything away and organize all the new stuff I bought. So kind of, when you think of it that way, that kind of looks cool. It was like one of those 1960s laugh-in things. So when you think about it, it kind of worked out for me to do it just because, I don't know, just because I actually have more, more me time. Because you're not running around, you're not driving, you're not shopping, it's less stress. Sometimes I get, in a hurry. I want to get this, I want to go there, I want to go here. Plus I'm not watching them haul videos. And I realize those haul videos are not helping me with anything. They're not. And I'm not watching them anymore. I'm over that. I really am. I'm over that whole thing. We need some sentiments. Let's see. For some reason, when I watch haul videos, I feel like I absolutely have to go find an item that I love that I saw that was $2 or $3. And I have no use for it. I have no plan for it. And then what I end up doing is I forget what I meant to buy to begin with, right? And then what do? I come home with something that I love it. Maybe it's super pretty. And what do I do with my stamp? I just lost that. Do you believe that? I just lost that stamp I was going to put on here. Are you kidding me? I have to stop the video and back up. Did anybody see where I laid that stamp? Is that terrible? I'm so old. I'm that old that I lose things that I haven't left this desk. How could it be anywhere? Seriously, Dana. I have a real problem, don't I? You know what? Good for you. Do not watch those videos. I don't think I'm ever going to go back to watching them. I think I'm done. I don't need those videos in my life. Those videos make me feel some type of way. And you know what? I hate when people say that too. Is this crazy? I used to make fun of people that said that. And I said to my son one day when he said it, I said, you know what? You are out of touch with your feelings. For you to say that, it sounds crazy. I feel some type of way. What you need to do is identify how you feel and get in touch with yourself. You know, whether you need to meditate or whatever, and be mindful. And we were talking about maybe he needed to align his chakras or whatever. And I told him I have a chakra later. He don't think that's funny, by the way, but it's kind of like a calculator to line everything, balance everything out. Waka waka. But he said that look, there it is. It was under the stamp. That's unreal. Okay. Anyway. Dana, you doofus. This is why they should not just let anyone have a YouTube channel. Because you know what? They just let us idiots, people like me, who just go out and do random things. When I say us, idiots, I'm including myself. People like me who have no plan, turn this thing on, just go at it. Live audience, wasting people's time, good people like you, with my nonsense here. What am I doing? I apologize. Like I promise I had a plan when this started. when this started, I had a plan. This is crazy. All right, let's get the decorative scissors and put a pretty little edge on here. I love decorative scissors, by the way. If you guys don't have decorative scissors, buy some decorative scissors. Okay, these were my mom's. She gave these to me, but I just bought that giant can of Michaels one time, and I've been hooked ever since. You have to get decorative scissors. They are super fun. Especially if you don't have a die cutting machine, right? Because look what you can do. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to do it to the other end too. just right. Yeah. All right. So what are we going to put on here? Let's put a little fabric snippet, shall we? Let's get the pinking shears out. And we'll make a little snippet. All right. There's a little strip of that. Get a little strip of that and some what? What do we need on here? We need another button because I am obsessed with buttons. So I need oh, you know what? We got that yellow flower button laying around here somewhere. That I didn't use. Oh, here it is. Back here. So we can use that. And let's put a little gold thread through it. What the heck? Let's just wrap some thread in it. And make it look prettier. All right. Here we go. In and out. Uh-oh. Okay, you know what? This is... Oh, for heaven's sakes. All right. My apologies. Here's my Dollar Tree glasses. For heaven's sakes, Dana. All right, I'm going to wrap this around probably. You guys tell me when you can see it. I'm going to hold it up to the camera. I'm going to wrap it around about 3 times because this thread is super thin. I don't think it will be very visible, but it's pretty stiff as far as thread goes. So I'm going to keep working it in and out of this little thread opening holes. It wants to unravel after a minute. Okay. Can you kind of see that on there? I don't know if that's showing up very well or not. I'm going to tie it in a knot. There's an under. And then I'm going to go over. It's a square knot so that won't unravel. All right. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of thread on there just for interest, I think. That thread isn't very visible, is it? Okay, and then let's put, where's that lace? Let's ink up some lace, why don't we? You think this lace would take some ink? Let's put a banner end on it. You think it would take a banner end? Let's do that after we ink it. Can you make a lace banner? I don't know. You know what? We're about to find out. I don't care. You know how many times I said I don't care in the last video? I kept saying, does that work? Can I do that? I did. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, I can't see the comments with my glasses on. That's for sure. So we're going to do about this much of this with this little ink dauber. So let's see if this works. OMG. This totally works. Hey, I got red lace. Who knew? You don't need colored lace. You do not need colored lace. All you need is like white and off-white, and you're all set. Dun, 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 dun. Is that what that reminds me of? Okay. Okay. It looks kind of pinky though, but whatever works. That totally worked. I can't believe it worked, but it did. So let's put banner ends on the end of it. It's going to get crazy today. That's so funny. Like, my kid would probably laugh and be like, "Oh yeah, Mom, you're wild. You put banner ends on your lace now." I'd be like, "Mom, you're stupid. Quit saying crazy things on the internet. My friends can watch." Okay. Whoops, I'm off screen. Sorry. All right, so we've got some red and we've got some of this little whatever snippet. Let's fray the ends. Why don't we? Let's fray these. I like that when everything's kind of coming apart. Oh, come on. There you go. Okay. So let's put, should we leave some hanging off? Yeah, let's leave some hanging off. We should totally leave some hanging off. Oh my gosh, it's not coming out. Okay, fine, Aileen's. Even though I don't like you very much because you take forever to dry. You're kind of all I've got right now. Okay, so let's start with this and let's leave it hanging off the page because I want some stuff sticking out. When we get done, we're going to have some pretty things out to the side, right? So then we're going to put this banner lace. I don't even know. Let's put it here. Can we do that? We can do anything we want, can't we? I am going to need some glitter glue now. I can't be using Aleene's on this because you know it dries shiny and it looks cheap. And glitter glue dries perfect and quick, and it's amazing. And I didn't put enough of it on here. So it's a do-over. It's a do-over. Oh, please come out. Come out. Come out. Come out. All right. I'm risking losing a lot more glue than I need to when I take that little cap off because this is very runny stuff, which is why it is even more amazing. But the fact that it dries clear, oh, love it. I love it. I'm just going to staple this to the page in a minute. I've glued it to my finger. Good. Great. I have glued it to my finger. Seriously. What's next, Dana? You guys know why my IG is called Dana's Making a Mess Again? Do you guys know why? No, Dana, tell us. Because we will never figure it out on our own. You're such a neat crafter. Yeah, sure you are, Dana. Okay, so I'm going to put that along here on top. Then now I'm going to stick this down here. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to put this up here. I'm just going to put this randomly here. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to put this button down here on the corner. I try to put, this button's a little bulky. I try to put anything with bulk on the very edge, of course, so the book will close, because if you put it right in the, inside, it's not, doesn't work out near as well, right? So, okay, so that's kind of all I'm going to do there, but I am going to make something to go inside. So I need a different color paper. I cut up tags, craft tags, but strangely, I don't want to use craft paper on craft paper. So let me see what I got over here. I got, I wish I had some more of that yellow paper. I think I used the last piece. Oh, no, I didn't. I do have another piece. This is from that Bright set. From the Michael sells a Bright set. And it's got like a bright pink, an orange, a bright lime green, a turquoise blue, and a purpley pink. And it's a really neat set. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, again, start whacking up some paper. And instead of force, I am still going to cut this into force, but we'll have a few pieces left. So again, this is 11 inches. I'm going to the 5.5 to make the tag. And then I'm going to cut them, you know what, I kind of like, what size? That's kind of fat as far as tags go. And that's a little too skinny. So, wow. Apparently I'm more picky than I thought. That's not that much difference. All right. We're just going to go for the 3.5 inch. We're going to, what did I say that was? This was, yeah. Yeah, okay. So we're going to 3.25, I guess. And we're going to do that twice. And if you don't have a tag die, do not fear. I will show you, I'm sure you all know a really easy trick to make your corners even, but I'm going to do it again. So if you don't know it, I will show you. So I'm making these 3.25. So, sorry about that noise. Okay, so if you don't know how to make your corners even, this is how you make your corners even. You snip your corner off, then take the same corner and put it on the other side and snip it there. So it shows you exactly where to cut it. So you just cut it along that line using its mirror image. Boom. Right? Yay. So that I did not think of. And when I saw someone else do it, I was like, duh, hello. How did I not think of that ever? You know how many times I would be like snipping. And I'd be like, let me cut some more off this side. Let me cut some more off that side. Yeah. All right. So we've got a yellow tag. So let me put that back in the water. And it's still clogged up. What are we gonna do with this tag? Let's do some stamping and maybe add a piece of ribbon to this. So for starters, let's just put, I don't know, what are we gonna do this in? Let's do this in orange and yellow. Let me see, is there's still a little bit on here. Okay, so you really only need to do one side, and that's the top, whatever is facing the top, because when you get done, it'll be all glued down and it'll be easier to ink. So I'm just going to add a little, I'm going to add a little border here. To the edge of this tag. And then we can go ahead and ink the rest of. I can't believe there's that much ink left in this ink bladder. It's like really, that orange is a brand new ink pad, and when they're brand new, it's so good. All right, what are we gonna stamp on this? Let's see here. How about, I really want to put this bird here before I forget, because I'm going to be off the page. I want to finish the pocket. I'm jumping around here, but I'm going to put the bird in black. And the reason I'm using black is because it's a really, really delicate design. So I always try to do a test stamp first to make sure I got it. All right. So on the tag, good job, Dana. So on the tag, I want to add some other stamp. So I kind of feel like I kind of want to make it matchy-matchy with that. Is that weird? So I'm going to do that in black. I know I said I was going to do orange, but I'm going to put it on there in black. And then I need a little piece of ribbon. So let's see what are we going to add. Okay. I'm going to use some of this. What is this? Martha Stewart. This is nice because the metallic is not gold or silver. The metallic is actually orange. So I'm just going to put a wee bit of eyelash trim in here with, I'm going to do two. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use this. This is Double Face Sateen. It's very, very, oh, you have it? Oh my God, Kim. You know what? That is my favorite glue of all time. I'm telling you, it dries clear. It dries perfectly clear. It doesn't have a sheen to it. It It comes with a special cap and a pin. And I'm telling you, don't lose that pin, whatever you do. Clean your cap out every few weeks. I failed to do so, and I'm paying the price for it now because I'm getting to the end of my jar, thank God. If it had happened early on, I'd probably lost my dear mind. But you will not find, like, for Franken paper or paper to paper. I mean, yeah, it doesn't work like, it's not like Fabri-Tac. I still use Fabri-Tac for fabric type stuff and things that are, really cloth-like, or things that are hard to glue. But art glitter glue works on so many things. It is such good stuff. I'm going to even put a little drop of it in here now, so that this little knot doesn't unravel, because it won't. It won't. And it dries so super fast. You will never believe how fast this stuff dries. I'm putting it a little more, actually. I'm putting a little dot right in there in the knot. I'm just going to give it a squeeze. Okay, so I'm going to lay that there a second to dry. That page is done. Now, I think we should make a postcard. So I'm going to go back to my, I don't know where my cassette tape went. Here it is. Here I have this cassette tape bag that I got from Target. I love it. Isn't it so cute? I have my coffee stain paper in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a postcard, because I really, really love a good postcard, especially tucked in a journal that has some lines on the back. So here's how you can do that. I know you guys have seen this trick. Let me move some of this stuff. I know you guys have seen this trick, but I'm going to show you again. Okay. You guys have seen corrugated cardboard that's had everything peeled off it? Then there's lines left, right? And if you want to add lines to paper and you don't have a printer, you can take this and spread out some paint with a wide brush, very thick, very quickly dip it in your paint and use it as a stamp. If you have a brayer, you can just roll over it very lightly with your paint and then stamp it onto your paper. But I have something even better that Sue bought for me, as a matter of fact. Thank you, Sue, for this. I have to find it. It is my my recipe stamp. I have to grab it. And now I'm going to find it, because I think I can use it for the lines that I need to make here. So I just reorganized all my stamps, and now I still can't find anything. I mean, I can, but it takes me every bit as long, but I find everything at one time, too. So, don't know that I love this method. Don't hate it. I don't hate it, but love it. I don't know. I'm undecided. Okay. So here is my food-themed stamps. My food-themed stamps dies and embossing folders. So I have coffee, I have lemons, I have this recipe card. Let's take a look at this. You know what? Yes, I can. Look at this. Sue, I think if I just stamp from here down, just ink up from here down, I can use this to make a postcard. You want to try? I'm going to try. Let's give it a whirl. Let's just see. Okay. Sue bought me this because I'm making a cookbook, which I got all the stuff together to do, and then I ran out of steam. I was really excited about it, and then I got like crafter's block, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to very carefully just ink up this little square and stamp it in the corner of this paper. So let's try this. Let's just, fingers crossed. What? Maybe I can do it like this. Let's do it like this. I'm not going to take it off this plastic sheet. Just do it like this. Oh, mama. Let's see. If. Oh, yeah, I worked enough. It's enough. I'm pretty happy about it. Let's see if it does it again. Let's see if we can get a ghost image. Yeah, it even ghosted for me. Yay. Okay, so let's cut this. And let's cut it about here. I don't know officially how big a postcard is, but I imagine it's about 3 by 5. So let's pretend that that's our postcard. Now I have this old postcard stamp that I got out that I've had for a minute. So I am going to stamp this thing on here and see if it's not rotten. It should. Yeah, it's really sticky. Look, it's picking up the paper. Where's my little tester paper? Here it is. Oh, hey, it worked. Okay, so we're gonna put on here. Oh, this should be, yeah. This side, yes. I should have stamped that higher. I need the other, I don't know where my other postage thing is. Okay, and then we'll do a ghost image over here of where the stamp goes. Okay, so there's where the stamp goes, and then that's a little crooked. They're usually not crooked when they're printed. And then we'll do mini lines for like return address lines. So where's my little line stamp? So we're just going to put a few lines up here in the corner. Let's do 3. No one can possibly write that small. I don't know why I would do that. Okay. So now we've made kind of a postcard. And now I'm going to make a fake stamp to go on it. Not out of that. I need a really white piece of scrap paper. So I'm going to go into my scraps here. And move my paper cutter because it sits on top of my scraps box. So I need a very white, small piece of paper. So here we go. I guess I can use the back of the paper. Okay. All right, so this looks a little too small. That's okay. We're going to make a little stamp. Add this. And I already got my stamp set, my stamp. You know what? This scrap might be too small. Let's try it. Yeah, it's really too small. Let me find another scrap here. A bigger scrap of white. I can't believe I saved that scrap of white, by the way. I don't normally save teeny tiny pieces of stuff. All right, here's a mason jar I was embossing and it wrinkled. So we'll cut up this mason jar. And I have washi tape stuck to my scissors. Sounds good. Hey, Lisa, what are you doing, lady? What's up, mama? I'm making a stamp. I'm making something to look like a stamp, I hope. Well, that wasn't a very good image. Let me do that again. It's a do-over. Okay, that's better. All right. Let me get my scraps back over here. Scrap baskets. Get these little scissors to cut this mess out. All right, those are the wrong scissors. It doesn't really look like a stamp, but I'm going to use it anyway. Dana, you doofus. I had them the wrong way. So, yep, good job. Good job, Dana. I made a journal last night, Lisa. Only took me 4 hours. I'm pretty sure. I don't even think YouTube lets you make a video that's 4 hours long. It didn't kick me off, but then I don't know. It may not show up either on my stuff. So who knows? We'll see. Yes, we'll see. Oh, I lost my stamp scissors that fast. These are not very sharp scissors. So in the end, I think I'm just making a bigger mess. Yeah. Okay, we're not going to make a stamp because I'm getting aggravated with that. So I'm going to set that aside. We're just going to get a real stamp and stick on our fake postcard. That's how I want it. Okay, here we go. Get my goodie box of embellishments. Lisa, Marie, I have to tell you what I got yesterday. And I have to explain fully. And you have to split it with Maria. I got to tell you what I found yesterday. You know, I went into Target to buy some stuff, and I go to Target anyway, like for method and stuff. So I went into Target, and lo and behold, I forgot what I was doing for just a short time. And I went into the dollar spot area. I did not buy myself anything, by the way, but I did buy you something. And you have to share it with Maria because it's that kawaii stuff. It's Halloween kawaii stuff. I just used one of those hotel coffee bags to stain some paper a while. The character it gives the paper just dabbing and rubbing on the paper. I know, right? Oh, now my glue comes out. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have a coronary over this. Okay, so we're going to put that kind of crooked on the stamp where the stamp's supposed to be, like so. And then we can even add a postmark over that. And then we can tuck that and that in here and add more lines on the back. Or we could just put some paper over the back. Or we don't have to put anything on the back. We could just stick it in there and it can just be, you know, for whatever it's worth, an extra piece of paper to write on. No, kawaii. Well, wait, I gotta show you. Put it over here in my thing. Here's the thing. I just mailed out Maria's box. So, okay, well, I got two things actually, but this is so stinking cute. I can't wait to show you. Okay, so I had to open them. These were wrapped in plastic, but they had this little kids game, right, that you could buy, and it was $1, and it's a like charades for kids, right? But I had to open it. These were wrapped in plastic, but they look like little. You can make ephemera out of them. I think this would be so cute. But it's a charades game for little kids, and they're all in the shape of coffins. And look, you act out the thing, but these are so stinking cute. Look how cute that little witch is. And I know she matches somebody's paper, but I can't remember who has that paper. So aren't these cute? Look at that ghost. He's so stinking cute with his little crossed eyes. Anyway, so I thought these were really cute. Look at this monster. Okay, so then, and it comes with this cool little bag. And then look at this. I didn't even open this, but you can see the picture at the top. Look at this banner. I had to buy it. It's a, it's got 2 of each one. So I figured you guys can split, like you guys can each take one. But Maria said she's not really, she doesn't make Halloween stuff. So I figure you can split it with Sue if you want, or you can hog it and keep it all. I don't know. I'm not going to probably make any more Halloween stuff, but I thought this is so adorable, and it's all glitter and foil paper and stuff. And I thought, oh my God, that is so cute. I had to buy it. Look how thick that's like so thick. And it's a banner. Don't you decorate your house for, oh my gosh, that scared me to death. That's my cat. Don't you decorate didn't you say you decorate your whole house for Halloween? I thought that was the cutest thing. I had to pick it up. Look at the little Frankenstein. He's so stinking cute. Look at him. And that little ghost. He looks like the white Pac-Man ghost. Whitey. Anyway, I mailed everybody's stuff out but Lisa's. So I have to put it in yours, Lisa, because I already mailed Sue's. Well, I have another box for Sue, but it's going to be a minute before it's done. And I didn't know that's Sue's first Happy Mail. I told her if I knew it was her first, I would be like all, you know, making it all like super cutesy. And it's just like a little cutesy. So I didn't know. And I told her I already mailed it out. And I did make the other boxes super cutesy, but I went ahead and mailed this one because Halloween's going to be past. And it's got a bunch of Halloween stuff in. But you know what? I made you and Denise and Sue and Carrie die cuts and stuff and mailed them out yesterday. And I am about out of, but I found some lavender paper too. Wait until you see this paper I found, Lisa. I cut you some skulls out of a lavender, like lilac purple paper to go with your pastel Halloween. And so I'm real excited for you to see it. I hope it matches. It's, purple's kind of hard to match, but it's chunky glitter. And, well, I haven't mailed yours yet. But you'll see everybody else's on there when they open it. You'll see theirs if they, make a recording. But, oh, crap. Here's my husband. Hold on one second. Hello, I'm live. Yeah. It's a YouTube live. Like everyone can hear me talking to you. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'll call you right back. Okay, love you, bye. He said, I just wanted to tell you a couple things. It's not that important. Call me when you're done. I said, okay, love you, bye. Here's the journal I made out of that. You remember when I bought those, Lisa, you remember when I bought those, oh my gosh, I'm so tired now. Placemats. Remember when I bought those placemats that were on sale at the dollar store? That's what I made this journal out of. Look at the charm I made for it. 2 buttons and a giant orange bead. It looks like an egg. And then I put a bold pin in this little yellow suede tassel from Hobby Lobby. And I did stop and get me another pair of glasses, even though I'm on a no spend. I had to go by the Dollar Tree to get toilet bowl cleaner and this, and I did not buy anything. I was really proud of myself. In fact, I didn't even go into the craft section. I literally just went down the cleaner aisle to get the toilet bowl cleaner. You will not buy die cuts, Kim. I can mail you some die cuts. I am almost out of the good paper, but I do have a really nice glittery orange still. The thing is, I don't have a lot of dies. I did not, Kim. I am so off whack. Let me tell you what I did yesterday. I went to 2 different banks. I went to every store. That's how I was in Target. You buy different stuff at different stores. Well, I get my dog food from Rural King, and I get certain things from certain stores because I like particular brands. And my dog's on grain-free food, and my cat's on special food because she had lymphoma. And so I'm going around to all these places. Still didn't get to the vet, and I need to pick up the medicine for my dog, to the flea medicine stuff. But I literally ran around like a crazy person after work yesterday, and I didn't get home until afternoon. I didn't get to bed until after 3, which is way late. And then I got woke up, right? So I got up. I got woke up by Thad bringing me Chick-fil-A. You can't be mad when you're Chick-fil-A'd. It's impossible. That's my favorite thing. And as long as you don't put cheese on it and ruin it, I'm happy as a clam. So he Chick-fil-A'd me. Bam. As soon as I was like, do you know what time it is? He was like, I brought food. And I was like, oh, not mad. So So there you go. I got up, I ate. Next thing I know, I'm making a pot of coffee and I fall back to sleep. Well, okay. So I sleep and I sleep and I sleep. And then I wake up and it's weirdly late and dark and I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. And I look at the clock and I think it's, PM for a second. But then I'm like, wait a minute, is it PM or is it AM? And I literally look outside again and see it's dark and realize that it's nighttime and I'm all out of whack. So here I am still up. But I went and had some coffee and I was off work. So yes, girl, they say the way to a man's stomach or the way to a man's heart, you know what they say. Oh my goodness. Well, I have like a Chick-fil-A carpool lane to my heart. So he didn't bring me waffle fries, which is okay because, I'm not really supposed to have fries on this paleo thing. But he said I wasn't going to give it to you till after midnight because Friday's your cheat day. And I was like, no, I'm eating it now because I'm going back to bed. I did. I was like, you woke me up now. The dog's barking because you didn't come in. Anyway, I'm supposed to be decorating this journal. Look, I got a few pages done. I got some stamps across the bottom. I got some stamps across the bottom and the side of the first page and some butterflies stuck on. Oops, I'm off the camera. I'm sorry. Let me move this stuff. Oh, my desk is such a mess. I just started this journal. When I logged on, my idea was just to make the cover and to try and see if it would work. I ended up making a whole journal with 3 signatures. Yeah, I even put this paper through the printer. I put all these stamps in here. I put this kindergarten paper. I made these little tuck spots. I just now decorated this page and made this tag and this postcard. I put some of these little Inkadinkadoo stamps. I don't have that green thing. What do you guys call that green thing? Does anybody have the green thing on the Inkadinkadoo? Right? If you're late and you bring pizza, I'm okay with that. But if you're really late, you better have a Chick-fil-A sandwich in your pocket. Like, that's all I'm going to say about that. But and I made this upside down. I put it in upside down. I was so mad. Look at the total bill is 1 butterfly. Anyway, but this is my little envelope pockets. I put a lace thong on there. See that? I didn't mean for it to be a thong. It just came out that way. And then this is weird. Don't make your pockets like this. Like, I only have one hand because I'm trying to keep my cat from coming up on the table over here. And then I made this with some of the leftover paper. And I put an index card and some stamps on it. And I attached some tickets to it. Some of these tickets, which I still have some left over. These are the Dollar Tree tickets in the kids section. You guys ever go to the kids section where they have the birthday games? They have a whole thing of these hanging up. They sell these tickets. And I thought and they have consecutive numbers. No 2 numbers are alike. So those I got at Dollar Tree a long time ago. And these I got at a great big roll at Carton Party Outlet. And I put both. Because one's red and one's yellow. So I thought they would look really cute. Hang on, Cat, you gotta go, honey. Oh my goodness. My cat. She hears me talking, then she wants to come out and visit. All right. So So, and then I got some graph paper here. This part doesn't look too upside down. And then I put some music paper in here and some more of that little kindergarten. That kindergarten paper is from Dollar Tree also. And then this is the other half of the paper I put through my printer. And then these little stamps I used. These little swirl stamps, aren't they cute? To make this border. And then you just go like that. Like that. And it makes that. And then this is the Inkity-Doo stamps. Oh, nobody ever told me what the green thing is called. Do you guys have the green thing from the Inkity-Doo? The ring. What is that ring called? And then this is glitter paper. And then this is just cardstock. And then same thing repeats. So in every signature, I put some coffee stain paper and I did some stamping. This is another Inkity-Doo stamp. This is a piece of ledger paper. This is just regular scrapbook paper that I put through the printer. Here's another one of those pockets I made out of craft paper. Some more of that kindergarten paper. And then another piece of that like ledger paper. And then here's another book I made. And on the corners, I put this little tiny flourish stamp, which I think is adorable. I put it on all four corners and inked this in red. And then this is a guest check that I backed with some of the matching paper and a stamp. And then this is a index card that I inked up and I used this stamp, this half doily or half, whatever that is. It looks like a stained glass window almost. So that's that. And then that's just the other half of those papers. Because I just folded 8.5 by 11 paper in half. That's all. It's real simple. And then this is the third signature. Again, same thing. I just did some more Inkity-Doo stamps. I love saying that. Here, I don't like all the harsh lines, so I have to have something organic to break up. Inkity-Doo is those green rings, and they have little slots all around them. And there's a holder, and you put your stamp on the holder, and so the holder looks like it's just a regular stamp base, but it's got like a little arm sticking out, right? So say you got a little arm sticking out, you put your stamp on this thing, and then you put the arm in the slot and you stamp, and then you move it to the next slot and you stamp, and then you move it to the next slot and you stamp all around, and it makes these patterns. And you can make great big, here, let me show you the picture. I'm going to show the picture of the stamp. It used to be really popular back in the day, right? Now they still sell these at Tuesday Morning. You see these flying through all the time. But this is the stamp I use, the Inkity-Doo. These are the green. See these green rings? You make these different patterns depending on what stamp is in the set. You can make mandalas and things, right? And this is what the little thing looks like. It's got the little teeth on it. And see that little stamper? That's what you put the stamp on to make the pattern. So the brand is Inkity-Doo, and that was like their thing. They patented that, and I buy a lot of their stamps. But if you put them in a row like this one that I put along the edge of the paper, it's really pretty as a border. And then I also used this one as a border. So you don't always have to use them to make a circle. You can use them for embellishments, and that's what I use them for. These are really pretty in dark colors because they're really like, especially with florals, because they're really swirly. This I bought because I was going to do a whole Alice in Wonderland theme, and it's all the different card, you know, hearts, diamonds, clubs, spades. And then this makes a really cool design. And you can even do square ones. See on this one, it shows an example of a square one if you have that little square green thing. But I see this green thing. For years, I saw this green thing floating around the or not the dollar store, the secondhand store. And I was like, what are these green things always in the craft section? I thought you used them to like crochet. I'm not kidding you when I say this. I thought you used them to crochet like a scarf or something. So I didn't know what they were. I never saw anyone use them. Anyway, so then like this border, I used this to make that border. And this was in one of those that I recently hauled from Tuesday morning in one of those, what do you call that set? Everyone's buying them. I can't think of what they're called now, but the ones that have been, we keep seeing everywhere, those ink sets. And then I made another envelope pocket thing. And this just has a index card. And then I think there's a guest check on the back of that. Yeah. And then some more of those tickets as a holder. I just wanted to make it a little more sturdy. And then I just decorated the outside with stamps. I inked the edges of this in orange. And then I used some of the leftover paper. All the leftover paper I've been attaching to everything in here. And so I have very little paper left. There's that stamp again, that half circle stamp. And then in the back, I made this, which is a journal waterfall, which I just made marks across the page an inch apart, taped down a bunch of index cards with washi and cut the ends off. And then I put the washi on the second to the bottom line of every card and wrapped it around the edge. So it's kind of like a waterfall for pictures, but you can write on it. I mean, you could put pictures on it too, but I thought that would be cool. So that's that so far. So far I've only decorated a few pages other than the stamps because I wanted to stamp the stamps before I actually, got to decorating the journal. Oh, and then I made this tassel to go with it. 2 buttons and this egg-shaped weird orange bead, glass bead, and it's very heavy. And a bulb pen and this honey lummy tassel. So that's the charm. So but I am feeling a little bit like I'm running out of steam now. So stamp on here. So I'm going to make some ephemera for this and stick a few things here and there to dress it up a little. But I think I'm kind of cut off the tip of his wings. I think I got to cover this up. This bled through, so I'm going to put something up here in the corner. I think I'll ink this in black. I'm going to ink around the edges of this just to add some interest to this little dragonfly. I really like dragonflies. Plus, I like the scallop detail on that punch. I think it's really pretty. I use it a lot, and I just think it really gives it a little zip, don't you think? Now I'm going to throw that stamp back in the box because I'm not going to use it again in this journal because I've done enough stamp repeating in this particular. Oh, my glue is clogged up again. My glitter, all my glue is getting to the bottom. Lacey, you didn't count glue in your no spin, did you? Maybe that'll distract from this being upside down. Maybe I could actually just put something over it too. I could just put another guest check over it, I guess. Not really worry about it, but I'm going to leave it because I don't care that much. That's so bad. I don't mean I don't care, but I mean I don't, it's okay. So that kind of, yeah. I don't care. So I kind of need, maybe I'll make a little tuck down here. Glue all over my fingers. And again, I'm tempted to stamp something on here because I really can't stop stamping, right? So I am a stamping fool, and I don't know how I got to where I'm at, but I always got to be stamping something on something. Oh, that's crooked. So I'm just going to smear it because a straight blurry image is better than a crooked clear one. You can quote me on that. Now I want to add something to this too. So, a little ticket. I think I'm going to put it, yeah. I'm going to put a little ticket on the edge here, maybe. No. No, I'm not. I don't want to use those. Kind of feel like I'm about done with this signature. I want there to be a lot, but I want there to be a lot of room too to write or draw pictures or just do things in general that, that people do in journals. So there is, I feel like, a lot of room. And this I kind of feel like needs something, but I don't know what yet. I'm going to skip over that. This, I'd like to put something in the corners. I still haven't found what, like, I know I have a corner stamp. Let me look back in this bag. I know I have a corner stamp in this bag. Let me look and see. The nice thing about these bags is they're clear. The bad thing is stuff gets stuck on that little zipper and you can't get them open. All right. There we go. I forgot about this. That little. Oh, I have these little fleur-de-lis too. You know what? That would be perfect. The fleur-de-lis is just what I need to kind of add an organic element to this page. I hate to keep using the same stamps over and over, so I want each page to look a little different from the last. But I hate these pages with just lines. They look harsh to me, and I don't like it. So yeah. So what did I do with my black ink pad? Did I put that away? No. I'm going to have to clean up my desk. I'm going to have to stop and put everything away to restart because I'm losing stuff now. I'm trying to kind of center that with the lines. See how pretty that looks? It just dresses the page up. You know, before that, it was just a page with plain lines. I put it through the printer. Yeah, it looks nice. You can write on them. But it may as well be blank because it's just a square page with lines. And now it's got some character. I like that. That's why I like all these little weird stamps, because I think people underutilize them. Because they don't estimate the power of the little details. What's the bag idea? Oh, you know what? We could put a bag on the page. You know what? You just gave me another idea. We should do a paper bag tuck spot. That's what we should do. All right, hold on. Let me get a bag. Now I gotta get. Oh no! You know what we should do? We should do a library pocket. Let me see. I know. Okay. Somebody just said these too. Yes. I do have library pockets. Okay. Oh, I have these little bags too. They're perfect. Look. Isn't that cute? Look at this little bag. This would make the perfect tuck spot. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. All right. Let's glue this bad boy down. Could have inked it first, but I'm not going to. I'm just not going to. Let's see if any of these fit. Oh, yeah. You know what? Those tags we cut earlier. Perfect. Look at that. Like, seriously? I couldn't have planned that better. Could not have planned that better. So let's do something to the corners. Let's do something cute. I hate this corner rounder. I'm seriously thinking about, I don't know, let's just round them off. I think I'm going to keep this black and yellow. I think I'm going to keep this page simple because there's so much going on so many pages. I like sometimes having a monochromatic or a, something that's a little bit simpler. I'm still going to age it and probably stamp some flourish on it somewhere. maybe just one corner. To kind of coordinate that together. Not too much, just a tad. Oh, what am I doing? All right. So what? I guess we should stamp the bag. Probably on the outside. Maybe. Okay. You know what? I do have something. I have this Hampton Arts. I thought this was graphic 45. Oh, it is. It's a graphic 45 cling stamp. I think this goes with, oh gosh, I don't know what set. You know what? Don't quote me on this. I don't remember. That's terrible. My mind is a terrible thing to waste. But I'm gonna go ahead and stamp a sentiment and give it a order. So I'm gonna find how about any sentiment? Hello, sentiments. Okay, I'm grateful. I think that's a good one. So we're going to do grateful right there. We're going to put we're going to do grateful in the middle. And then we're going to put this border around it. I got to get my sample paper. I don't think I've ever used this stamp, so I kind of got to see what I'm working with first. Oh, that's pretty delicate. It's pretty intricate, but it's got a little glitch in it, doesn't it? I wonder if that's why Tuesday morning ended up like that. Let's put it down by the G so it's not as noticeable. What's going on over there? Now I've lost the lid. Oh, Dana. Dana, you're a mess. I'll tell you, girl, you're a mess. All right, let's get some of them Prima flowers that I bought, that I hauled at Hobby Lobby a while back. Because I haven't been using them really. I've been eyeballing them, but I have not been using them. And I know right on top, there's some nice yellow flowers. So let's see what we got here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kim. What happened? Oh, no. What are you doing, Lisa? You're a maniac on the floor. We got yellow. We got yellow. We got more yellow. I like all of these flowers. I love these. Love, love, love. Okay. So let's layer us up a flower. Shall we? Oh, that's it right there. There she is. Oh my gosh, this glue is the bane of my existence. Oh, it's wretched. Ugh, it makes me angry. Isn't that pretty? Pretty. Please stay put. Please stay put. Do as you're told. This is why I don't like Aleene's. You know, if that was glitter glue, it wouldn't have popped up like that. Oh, I'm done with you, Aleene's. I'm done with you. Aleen, I don't even like you. All right, there's some glitter glue on top of the Aleene's. And here's some, oops. Oh, and guess what I got? Guess what I got? I got Flash Dance. I don't know that. Do you remember when Irene Cara was like doing that whole dance? Do you remember when you were young, like doing that at aerobics? Like everybody had one shoulder off, like those big shaker sweaters with, one shoulder off. You know, that's coming back now too, wearing colored wife beaters, and everybody was like wearing leg warmers and leotards around. Like I can remember, like I was going to the store. My mom was getting mad. She was like, "Why do you wear that to the store?" And I'm like, "Cause it's cool." I was, I was like, "I'm wearing my leotards, my leg warmers, and a big sweatshirt." My mom's like, "It's not cool. You're not a professional dancer." I was like, "Yes, it is, Mom. You don't know what's cool." By the way, my mom's nickname is Miss Polyester, so she does know what's cool. Oh, Mom, I'm just kidding if you're watching. I'm teasing. I love you. She's going to hit me when I see her next. She's going to be like, Miss Polyester, you did not. You did not. All right, let's put something in the middle of this flower. What, though? What? We're going to put something fairly small and flat in the middle of this flower. If I can find something. I can't believe I don't have a little tiny gold bling to put in the middle of this. Oh, I do. I found it. You know what? These are great after Christmas bling. I'm telling you. You know what? After Halloween, I'm going to go buy all them rhinestone owls at my Tuesday morning, too. Look where I tried to paint them. You know, sometimes you can paint certain stuff, like them alcohol markers don't work, but that 24 karat gold marker works. Look at that thing. And that, I don't know. I think that was already painted, actually. All right, so let's put a great big blingy in the middle of this. All right, this page is done. Why does that remind me of Poltergeist? Like, this house is clean. This page is done. Look, as I say, as I add a tag to this pocket here, because I know deep in my heart, it's not quite done, is it? Because we got all this white space over here. Dana, you got all that white space. Here's your hole puncher, Dana. There it is. It's upside down. Oops, we hold it correctly, but it's not. What's the matter? What happened? Seriously? Houston? Seriously? Are you? This is ridiculous. Look at that. Well, this thing's junk. I think we need yellow ribbon too. Tie it yellow. Oh, I have some black trim. Wouldn't some black trim look good? Oh no, it's too thick, I bet. Let me see if I think I had a little velour. I think it's called velour or velvet. Velvet or velour. Oh, I have this. This will work, I think. Let me see. Is this black or navy blue? Yeah, that's black. Let's do that. You can tell how cheap I am by how much ribbon I cut, can't you? Like, I'm just not quite enough now. It's like kind of short, but you know what? I always see people cut these big long ribbons and then cut these pieces off that are like that long. And I'm like, oh, I could use that. I'm watching the video. I could use that. What? Did you kick somebody out? What are you bumping out? Oh, whoops. Oops. Look at my glue fingers. Like, I seriously, everything's peeling. Everything's peeling. She's a maniac. That's what I tell my dad. My dad. What am I saying? I tell my dog that, and he gets really, really excited. Because when he was a puppy, and he would get anxious being in the house, and when we went outside, he would run really, really fast, like getting his nervous, puppy energy out. And the first few times around the yard, I would yell, "Go, Rufus, just run it out." And I'd sing, "He's a maniac." And so now when I sing it, he gets really excited still because it's like he remembers that time. Oops. That's good. I'm gonna try to make little points on here, but okay. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, you know what? Hold on. My scissors are like all gluey and need sharpened. So, all right, where's my... Can you guys hear that? Can you hear that sound? That's my neighbor testing their audio system, preparing for their outdoor drive-in movie night. Yeah, that's what that music is. Sounds like a violin, like a giant 8 decibel violin. I don't know how she did it. She was up all morning. Aww. Yeah, poor Sue. I know she's feeling bad. I kind of want to stamp on here too, because it's just a little too laissez-faire. Yeah. So, still with the black and yellow though. I still like the dichromatic theme of just the two colors on this particular page. Ooh, you know what? I never noticed. Craft paper looks really pretty inked in black. Look at that. I never even noticed it. I think I'm going to go back to felt. I don't know about these foam ink daubers. I think I might have to go back to felt. Still needs like a little something, doesn't it? Maybe not. I'll let whoever owns this decorate it more. I can decorate it more. This needs something to cover up where this, I don't like when the stamps bleed through, so I'm kind of aggravated about that. Let me see, what leftover paper do I have? I do have, let's see. Oh, I have this. Do like a little, I wonder if I could die cut that. Well, hi, puppy. Hi, puppy dog. Come see you, mommy. Hi. My dog came out. He's like, hey, I need some stuff. I need a treat. Oh, he missed. Rufus. Not catching well. He's not catching well. I wonder if this stamp would fit inside this punch. I don't think so. I think it might cut it off, but let's just give it a whirl. Oh my God. You are so demanding. You're not getting any more treats. Do you gotta go outside? No, brother. All right, hold on. Heaven's sakes. You are the most demanding animal I have ever owned. Okay, I am back. Should have tested that stamp. Oh, it came out okay. All right. I don't know if I don't remember ever using that, but okay. So let's see if I can fit it in here. Barely. Barely. Well, hi, Carrie Martin. Look who's here. What you up to today? I made a journal last night. I literally got on just to see if I could make a cover, and I ended up making a whole journal, 3 signatures, sewing it in, and now I'm decorating it. How ridiculous is that? I've been on 5 hours now. 5. Yeah. Since I woke up at the odd hour of 3 a.m. or whatever. I don't know what time it was. Like, I'm so twisted. My sleep is so not right. Because normally I would be exhausted. Well, I am getting tired. But I just woke up too. It's very weird. But it's like now that my body got used to sleeping during the day, it's like it still wants to sleep during the day, even when I've slept at night. So either that or it's just menopause. I don't know. Ooh, you working out. Good for you. Girl, I used to love going to the gym. Used to, back in the day when I was young. Now I refuse to go to the gym. Because it costs too much money. Well, I got too much to do in my own yard to go pay someone to use their exercise equipment when I should be doing my chores. My glue bottle is really clogged up. I'm going to put it back in the water, but it's really bad. Don't lose the pen they give you with the whatchamacallit, art glitter glue, or you're in trouble. That stuff will dry up in the blink of an eye. Okay, so I kind of need to make I kind of need to make a snippet with this because this is totally cute. So where are my pinking shears? Here they are. Nope, that's wrong. They're both pink handled. Okay, so let me take this edge off because I don't want that straight piece. I want it to be zigzagged on both sides. Okay. Alrighty then. Oh, you do hate it? Or you love it? Are you addicted to it? I was addicted at one time, but then I don't know. I think it was like my age because everybody went to the gym and it was like I don't know. It's like everyone was shaming everybody if they didn't work out. If it's too long. If your comment came through, I don't know if it cut you off of it. It does cut you off if it's over like but it's a lot. It's like, oh no, not a comment on a video. In the live it will, but not an actual comment on the video itself. Oh, Sue is there. Maybe I've been able to get myself up off. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. My dog wants back in now. He's going to run in and out all freaking day. He's making me mad. Dog? Hey, here's the cat. It's all hanging out in the front. All right. Sorry about that. It's about a book on making. Don't know if it came through. I don't see it on this screen, but I can't when I'm on this screen. So I apologize. I don't know how to do that. And I'm afraid I would cut off everything for everybody if I try. So I'm just going to wait on that. Oh, I could put a staple behind this. I don't like using staples that much because I'm always afraid that the back part will be too pokey and scratch me or whoever. I'm forever getting scratched on staples at work. And it's aggravating me all the time. But I think I could tuck that up behind that envelope and staple this on to start out with. Oh, that's a start. Yay. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to let that dry. Okay. Bye, Lisa. I have to go too. I have to take the dog to the vet in a little bit. So I got to get dressed and get with it. Anyway, I'm going to have to stop there. I didn't realize that it was 11:15 until the dog was barking, and he made me think of that. So we have to go get him some. He has his annual, whatever they do, check for worms or I don't know, doggy check. He's been having red spots on his paws. They think he's allergic to grass, so I don't know if he's going to get tested for that or not. How can you be allergic to grass? I don't know. He never had red paws before, but anyway, I called him and they said he was due for some annual stuff anyway. So I am going to have to get ready for that. I'm glad I thought of that. I hope so too. He don't act sick, that's for sure. He's running in and out of the house like a maniac today. So, oh, he probably got into something. We cleaned the carpet recently too, and he might have just been allergic to the carpet soap, but I don't think he's allergic to grass. He stays outside all the time. Maybe something bloomed though. I guess you never know. Anyway, well, thanks everybody for coming. And I'm sorry I didn't get more decorating done. I sure got a lot of jaw flapping done though, didn't I? Just yapping away. But what I'll do is I'll work on this when I can, and I'll share it with y'all. And when I'm done, we'll we'll do a flip through. Sound good? Till next overnight. Right? I know. Till next time I sleep weird. I know, right? It was fun, though. It was fun making this journal. You know what we'll do? I'll tell you what we'll do. When I get all done, when I get done with the decorating the whole thing, and I do the flip through, we'll raffle it off. And I'll mail it to whoever wins. Yours hasn't what? Bye, Sue. Bye, Kim. Denise, I don't know what you're talking about. Yours hasn't, but you can text me and tell me. All right, ladies. I will see you all soon, I'm sure. When I get back to it soon, hopefully. All right, over and out. Bye.